Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe with the Circuit 123. Okay, I am back with more information. Like I said yesterday, I was going to bring you some information on antivirus tools. Yesterday, I talked to you about tools that I use to maintain the machine. Today, I'm going to be using tools, showing you tools that I use to keep my system healthy. Okay, and what I mean by healthy is I mean healthy, meaning lack of viruses and lack of spyware. A virus is basically a piece of software that embeds itself into your system or gets into your system and makes your system act in ways it shouldn't, such as creating files that are normally not there, slowing down your machine, putting emails, sending off weird emails, using your computer as a drone. There's tons of things that viruses can do that I won't get into, but it's pretty amazing what viruses can do if the right coder does the virus. Also, spyware or malware. Basically, they go hand in hand. They can sometimes act like a virus, but the main difference is that they're mainly advertising bots or like little programs, okay? And spyware basically forces an advertisement on you, or if you click a pop-up basically in a Windows Internet Explorer or something like that, more than likely you have spyware. Some of it is harmless and some of it can be very damaging and can slow down your computer. And I'm going to show you tools that will help you to mitigate, and in my case I've actually found to be very successful, and I have not had a virus in a very long time, and when I do, it's caught very fast and quickly. Okay, now the first tool I'm going to show you is the virus scanner, and that's Microsoft Security Essentials. Okay, this is what I use for virus scanning. It is lightweight and it's free from Microsoft. You may be wondering, well, I get something from Microsoft. Of course they want you to get their stuff. Well, here's the thing. Microsoft purchased this company who made this scanner. So this is really an improved upon, already great version of virus software that Microsoft purchased and revamped for their own use. And this is also very good. It's updated on a regular basis. It's lightweight, which is very important because a lot of virus scanners such as Norton and McAfee, they weigh down your system and they slow it down. A lot of people install these software and they don't know why their computer's so slow, but if they uninstall it, they realize how much faster their computer is. I've heard that Norton 2009 is much better, but I don't trust it. I haven't used it, so I can't comment, but I don't like suites personally. To me, they are a waste of money when you can get all this stuff for free. They're charging you $70, $90 a year sometimes. Who knows? Okay, so this is free. All right, this is the home screen. You can do a quick full scan or customized scan. You can just run updates when you want. All right, make sure you keep all of your virus software up to date. Any virus program that you have, whether it is Norton or McAfee or anything, make sure that it is always up to date, because if someone comes out with a new virus tomorrow and you ran your updates today but you didn't run them tomorrow, guess what? You're not protected. So you might as well say you don't have antivirus. Just because it's installed doesn't mean it's working properly. History. All detected items, all quarantined items, and all allowed items. Basically a history of viruses that have been caught, files that may have been quarantined, anything like that. Some very special features which I do like about this program as well is that you do have the ability to exclude files and locations and file types from the scanning sequence, meaning that they were guaranteed not to be damaged. When you run a virus scan, you run the risk of damaging files. Why? Because depending on the scanner, it may pick up the file and it makes the decision whether to destroy it if it thinks it's a virus. Alright, so based on that, you can do exclude files and locations or exclude file types. Let's say any exe file you have on your machine, you do not. Now you may not want to do that, because if a virus has a .exe extension, you may not want to do that. But let's just say all of your PowerPoint presentations you don't want damaged. You can put a .ppt extension. Like here, .ppt, and add. So here it's going to show Office PowerPoint 2007-93. These are now excluded. I'm going to remove that because I don't want anything missed on virus scans for me personally, but you can customize this to your own settings. So basically we're back to the home screen. This is a very simple to use, lightweight, it's free, and it's a wonderful program to use. And I do have to commend Microsoft for coming out with something like this. They came out with this mainly because so many people were unprotected. And this is not the perfect virus scanner. However, it is great, it does offer live protection, and it does the job very well. Okay? Alright, let's move on. Let's go to Malwarebytes. Same kind of concept right here. As you can see, Malwarebytes anti-malware. Same concept. Basically, you can perform a full scan or quick scan, except this detects spyware and anti-malware. Basically, if you log on to a website, you see an ad, you click on it, you're going to most likely have spyware. Why is this bad? Because if it gets embedded into your machine, it can cause you to get virus. Some spyware can cause you to get a virus, or spyware can act like a virus and embed advertisements onto your machine that you don't want. Download software by itself and install it into your machine. Then you can't get it off. It's a pain. I've seen some nasty spyware issues, so you don't want to get into that. But here, make sure your software is up to date. I updated this yesterday, but remember, always check for updates. Always check for updates. See, I'm updating right now. Okay, now actually this is cool too, because sometimes what happens is that with malware bytes, like in this case, I don't want to restart now, but in the case of Malwarebytes, it downloaded the latest version of the software itself sometimes when you do an update. So that's why it's so important, because yesterday I updated, and as today you can see they came out with the latest version of the actual software itself. So later on I'll reboot after this podcast or screencast, whatever you call it. Okay, so let's go on to the Windows Defender portion of it. Go to Start, Control Panel. I like the classic view better. Okay. This is Windows Defender. It runs in the background, meaning you're protected 24/7 when you're running your machine. It maintains updates through Windows Update, which is something else I will talk about. Windows updates are basically updates to the actual operating system itself, which can patch security and vulnerability holes that Microsoft has noted in the code itself. So it's very important to keep your updates up to date, and I can show you that. So what you can do is you can go to Start, Control Panel, and the funny thing is, the new control panel right here, click Control Panel Home if you're in Vista, and just check for updates right there. And it comes right up. Okay. Now right here it says one important update is available. I'll get to that after the screencast. And 48 optional. These are like extras because I have Windows Vista Ultimate. I'll get into versions later and another nugget. But here's one important update that's available, and basically I have to download that to make sure that that part is patched. Okay. So basically that is it. I hope you enjoyed this nugget series of little virus tools that I use to keep my system healthy. I do look forward to seeing you soon on future videos. And thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.